Hi, everyone. We are talking today to Rick Marselis, who is the keynote speaker on Global Testing Retreat 2022. Rick Marselis is Principal Quality Consultant at Sogeti in Netherlands. He's a highly regarded presenter, trainer, author, consultant, and coach who supported many organizations and people in improving their quality engineering and testing practice by providing useful tools and checklists, practical support, and having in-depth discussions. Rick, it's such a privilege for us to be able to talk to you today. Thank you so much for joining. Before we start talking about your keynote session, we would like to know if there's a fun fact about you that our audience can find out.
Well, then I would like the audience to ask them what they think this is, and then probably they look at this object and they think, well, it looks like some kind of a pencil. And actually it is a refillable pencil. And the fun fact is, I got this pencil on the first working day as a programmer, because I started in IT very long time ago, and I really feel like an IT grandfather right now. But I started in 1980, so that's 42 years ago. And on my first working day, I got this pencil to write my computer programs. I wrote programs on paper, and then the paper went to a typing room where other people typed it into the computer. So you can imagine that I have seen a huge change in all the kind of technology in IT, and I'm still enjoying it very much.
That's fascinating, Rick. Thank you so much for sharing a very interesting evolution of programming and IT, if you like. I'm sure it'll fascinate many people in the audience. Thanks very much. And about your keynote session and Global Testing Retreat, the end of testing as we know it, please can you share some information for the audience's benefit?
Yeah, well, all too often, especially in the old days of testing was about finding the problems that had occurred in systems at the end of the development and then try to fix them. And obviously that is not the best way to achieve quality and to achieve business value. So therefore we now have introduced in the book that we published, Quality for DevOps Teams, we introduced the concept of quality engineering. And quality engineering is a more overall concept that focuses on building in quality from the start and then using testing to demonstrate that we succeeded building in the right quality. And I also like to emphasize the right quality and not the highest possible quality, because often business value is achieved with just good enough quality. And so by changing the focus to quality and quality engineering, testing becomes a more fulfilling profession, because all too often in what I call the old days, testing ended up in being some kind of a bug ping pong, where we said that this doesn't work and other people said, yeah, it works on my machine. And well, a lot of trouble and a lot of time spent on fixing problems. And what we try to achieve is just build it right first time, build in the right level of quality, and use testing to demonstrate that we actually achieve this. And of course, since still people are working in IT, they will make mistakes. So once in a while, testing will also find problems, and then it can be fixed in time. But it is a change of focus. So that's why I call this keynote the end of testing as we know it.
Brilliant, Rick. It's incredibly insightful and current. And I sincerely hope the audience will consider joining and hearing you talk about quality engineering at depth. And indeed, you have been one of the pioneers around the area of quality engineering. And it's a real honor for Global Testing Retreat to be able to hear from you directly about this topic. So thank you ever so much for delivering the session and for indeed having this interview with us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome, and see you all on 10 December.
Indeed. Thank you.